YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and tuning in. Um, I'm compiling some really good articles for Trends in the News. I'm going to do on Monday, World Trends in the News. Focusing on, we're going to focus this week on some immigration issues that are happening from Asia. Quite a few flipping has been going on for years, but it's gotten really intense in the last 6 to 8 months. I just want to ask you guys, the last 5 years, literally in the last 5 years, things have changed so much. It's phenomenal. In the last 5 years, I don't know if anyone's been, I'm watching, observing in the background, just kind of paying attention to what's going on. Just unemployment is just constantly a problem. Hunger. One thing kind of threw me for a curveball about a week ago. I went to my stepson's school to pick him up, right? And there was a girl behind in class, and there was a teacher. I think it was the teacher on the cell phone talking. And then I asked him, "What's going on? Is she in trouble?" I was like, "No, they're trying to find her a shelter for tonight." It's like high school, can't find a shelter. That should not be in the same sentence, but it's happening. And I kind of looked into it a little bit deeper, and I found out that a lot of teachers stay back hours on end trying to find a shelter for some of their students that are homeless. That is phenomenal. I'm just shocked. I was went for some parent thing with my stepson to go talk to his teachers and stuff. And I was talking to the physical education teacher, the phys ed teacher. And he seemed like a nice guy, down to earth. And then I go to him and says, "Rain, who's this?" "Oh, it's my stepdad," and blah blah blah. Then he says, he asked who was I here with, and I said, "I'm here with my wife. She's in the cafeteria, testing the food." And then he goes to me and replies to me. The teacher replies to me, "Oh, you mean your partner?" And I'm like, "No, I mean my wife." It's like, "Oh, we don't say wife or husband here. We say partner." I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we're taking this course when it's almost like we're being massaged into re-education or rethinking. A majority of people I see are really upset, depressed, feel like they've been robbed or entitled, or they feel like they're entitled. See, I was that guy at the back of the class that knows nothing, and I still know nothing. I was the guy that could barely read. I was the guy that everyone made fun of and called a retard. But now I'm looking at it now, it's like the tables have turned. It's the people that didn't get the education I'm very impressed with. Whoa. Watching a couple other friends that were in the same boat as me, and they're doing really well. We all own companies. We all have staff, employees. We all spend time with the family. A majority of us do, and I'm like, woo! A couple of dropouts too are doing well. I'm like, woo! Anyways, what's happened? In the last 5 years. Never mind the last decade. Never mind what happened in the 80s, and the 90s. The last 5 years. Just take a step back. Just notice all the changes in the last 5 years. Okay? I'm not talking about, I'm just seeing the changes where I'm noticing a lot more people are rude to each other. Back in the 80s, 90s, everyone was just so much more out and about and, lovey-dovey. And now it's just more, I feel more of a segregation. We're getting more and more segregated from one another. I don't know, why these things are happening. I don't understand why why is society putting people into different baskets, or why are people being segregated into different it started with segregation. I think, I don't know anything, but I think segregation started first by color, then segregation went to culture, then segregation went to religion, and then segregation went to creed. Segregation went to so many different ways that were analyzed now, and now we're programmed to speak a certain way. We're programmed. Our lips were loaded. We're loaded to say what we have to say because we're not going to offend somebody. Whatever happened to sticks and stones will break my bones. I was bullied in school. I was even bullied by the teachers. I don't understand why now it's become, oh, you're not allowed to get an F anymore. Everyone gets a ribbon when they win. And I'm not trying to argue this. I just want to know why. What is the, if you always win, then you'll never know what losing feels like. And then it makes winning more worth it.